Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 7. Can Yuji and Megumi outsmart the Culling game before it breaks them? Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 7 escalates the Culling game with new rules, shocking twists, and brutal Tokyo #1 colony chaos. If you were thinking that Jujutsu Kaisen was done breaking us emotionally after Shibuya, well, think again. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 7, where the series finally stops holding our hands and basically says, "Welcome to the real nightmare, folks." And after watching it, I just kept asking myself the same question. Can Yuji and Megumi really outsmart the Culling game, or is this where it finally breaks them? Let us explore in detail. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, the Culling game just got way smarter. One thing that I completely enjoyed about this Jujutsu Kaisen episode is how it transitions from complete chaos to calculated strategy. It is no longer just about punching curses, it's politics, it's rule-breaking, and it's psychological warfare at the same time. Hikari is finally sitting down and hearing about Gojo being sealed. That hit hard. You could feel how much Shibuya still looms over everyone. And then when Panda talks about Yaga's death, the mood just falls. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 makes it very clear. The adults are out, the safety net is out, it's up to the students now. Meanwhile, Hikari agreed to help, but only as part of a deal, which was such a perfect touch. It wasn't friendship, it was leverage. And when Megumi casually reveals he's now the head of the Zenin clan, I paused, because we know by now what Maki did to the entire Zenin clan, right? However, then Kogane appears and reminds us who's really in charge. The announcement of the new rule was just wild. Hajime Kashima introducing a rule that allows players to see each other's information is a complete game changer for the Culling game. Now, this is not hide and seek anymore, this is open hunting season. And with Kashima actively searching for Sukuna, yeah, that's a problem with a capital P. Episode 7 throws Yuji and Megumi into Tokyo #1 colony chaos. What I found interesting in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 7 is that Yuji and Megumi are actually trying to outsmart the system rather than becoming killing machines. Megumi's whole strategy to save Sumiki by adding rules instead of just collecting points by killing, that's some serious development. He wants to transfer points. He was also looking for a way for players to exit the game. He's thinking long-term. I honestly did not expect him to lean so heavily into strategy, but it fits perfectly with where his character is now. Yuji, on the other hand, still carries that emotional weight. Meanwhile, when it was revealed that he was already registered as a player before entering the barrier, I got that chill. It always comes back to Sukuna. And then there's Kenjaku escorting Saskia out of the barrier and thanking her for being friends with his son. That was just super creepy in the most chill way possible. Jujutsu doesn't need loud monologues from its villains. Kenjaku just being there is enough to be unsettling. Meanwhile, the moment Yuji and Megumi enter Tokyo #1 colony in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, the game shows its true nature. They get separated right away, no big monologue, no warm-up, just dropped into different locations like pieces on a chessboard. Moreover, Yuji getting attacked mid-air and smashed through buildings was insane, and he just gets right back up like it was nothing. His resilience is honestly terrifying at this point. The moment when he counters by charging debris with cursed energy and takes Hanyu down so quickly, then he also effortlessly counters her partner Haba's attack. It was just amazing. But what I loved most about this episode was Megumi. While Yuji is still trying to navigate without killing, Megumi straight up implies he has no issue scoring 100 points if he needs to. It shows how differently they're approaching this situation. Yuji is trying to hold on to his humanity. Megumi is willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. And that's where the main question of this Jujutsu Kaisen episode really hits. Can they outsmart the Culling game without becoming what it wants them to be? Because the game is designed to make them kill, to isolate them, and to mess with their morals. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 7 Overall Verdict. So overall, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 7 was more than just an episode to set up the upcoming fights. It was the start of an entire moral war. Watching it, I'm genuinely left wondering which is more terrifying, the sorcerers in the colony or the game itself. Meanwhile, the visuals and soundtrack perfectly sync with the episode's dark theme. You can feel that slow-burning tension. The episode wasn't rushed, it's planned, which makes it even scarier. Ultimately, with Kashima still hunting, Higuruma looming, Kenjaku watching, the rules can change at any moment. And moreover, if this is the tone Jujutsu Kaisen is aiming for, then we're not just in for action, we're in for some serious psychological damage, and we may not be ready for it yet. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 is currently available to watch on Crunchyroll.